Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for today's tarot reading. I ask you to choose the stone that draws you, the one that calls to your intuition, and we will begin. I'll put the timestamps in the description box so you can find your pile quickly. For those of you who chose this multicolored labradorite stone, we have the Tower, the Three of Wands, and the Six of Coins. Okay, so the Tower is just, it can be a time of change in your life. It can be an event that was unexpected and it's got, it's just shaking things up. But the cards on either side of this Tower are nice cards. So we have the Three of Wands, and that's usually about having invested some time and effort and purpose. You're waiting for your ship to come in. It's sort of an acknowledgement that you have been investing that and sometimes some real work actually, but it's life-giving. It's a good thing. It's good for your life. And it may not be time for your ship to come in yet, because the three is it's not a stable card. It's not there yet. It's a building kind of card. So it may not be time for it to come in yet, but you've certainly got a good start. And the Six of Coins, that's about, it's about giving and receiving. It's about trying to balance things. You may feel like you can lend somebody a sense of security or a little practical help or something like that, which is a wonderful place to be in. Or social justice issues may be on your mind lately, and the power differential here, that, and evening things out with the scales of justice there. So that might be on your mind too. It can be that you're receiving a little bit of something, a little bit of help. But these are not bad cards. They're good cards. They're sort of like things are in process kinds of cards. It's sort of like, okay, there's the Tower. Sure, there may be something that is going to change things. And that's all the Tower is. A lot of times it feels kind of unexpected. It feels like it's visited upon you. Sometimes it's people, they have brought the Tower themselves with a decision they've made or something like that. And it's on purpose. It's a good thing, But even if the Tower feels unexpected and not like a good thing, you are building. Things are in process. And and that's good. You're doing a good job. And your reward will come from that. So those are good cards. They're not bad cards. The Tower moments are sometimes so challenging, but boy, if people can keep on moving forward during them, they can also bring in some really good change. For those of you who chose this light gray driftwood, petrified driftwood, we have the Queen. Oh my gosh, we've got the King, the Queen, and the Page. All right. So the King and the Queen, that's wonderful, mature energy. That's sort of saying you or somebody around you, and somebody around you, I should probably say, have some maturity here. Because the Queen of Swords, she is mature intellectually. She's very logical. She can put emotions aside and just do what makes sense. She's disciplined like that. She doesn't just follow her emotion. The Page of Cups kind of does. The Page of Cups kind of follows their emotion. You know what? It's possible to be both, though. It's possible to be both the Queen of Swords and have a Page of Cups moment here or there, where you just are spontaneous and maybe enjoy yourself in a childlike way, knowing that you have a good plan. Sometimes that's the logical thing to do. We have the King of Cups. That may represent you too, may represent somebody else, but the King of Cups is a mature figure as well, and just really good at managing the emotions, seeming pretty calm, good in a crisis, even if things in the depths of his emotions are, gosh, who knows what. He has deep emotions. He can still ride things out and be a calming presence usually. He can be pretty steady. You know, there may be turbulence below, but he's okay. So these are wonderful, mature personality traits in you or somebody else, or you and somebody else. And this too, maybe there is somebody in your life who is, you know, really spontaneous, not so mature. Or, like I said, that could just be a moment in your day. There are no major arcana in this reading, so these could simply be aspects of your day. It's very safe for two people so mature to have a moment like this, though, that is more impulsive and more spontaneous. That just brings a little bit of joy and fun, you know, because they have good heads on their shoulders. And I'm betting you do too. All right. Well, those are good cards. For those of you who chose the pink stone, we have the Hanged Man, we've got the Strength card, and we've got the Ten of Swords. Okay, so you've got two major arcana that are very nice here. The Strength card is a bit of divine strength and protection that may be over you right now. The Hanged Man, there's a delay. There's a delay. There's something that you can't act on right now, or it can't be resolved right now, but you can get a different perspective on it. The Ten of Swords is an interesting one because here you have this divine strength and protection. So even if there's a time when you're feeling kind of like something has been devastated, whether that's emotions or something that you had hoped to do is now, you know, no go, no way, you still have divine strength and protection. So I'm thinking that even if there's something challenging happening in your life right now, or a loss or a difficulty, you're okay. You really are okay. You may have to have some faith that you will be okay, because sometimes this is coming up just to help us to wait to see a situation resolved too. So these are good cards. They're good cards. I don't know what this is. Sometimes this can be feeling like a martyr too. It can be, oh goodness, sometimes strong people, a lot gets piled on their shoulders. So sometimes that can be feeling like a martyr too. And then there's maybe a new way of looking at it, a new way of thinking about it, or planning for the future, or planning for good self-care, or something like that, you know. But you've got some powerful major arcana giving you some strength and some help and some enlightenment. So it's important, good to turn toward that. For those of you who chose the black and white snowflake stone, the snowflake obsidian, we have the 10 of coins, the Ace of Cups, and the 9 of Cups. So these are minor arcana, probably not a huge deal, but boy, very pleasant cards today. So the 9 of Cups is sort of a sense of satisfaction. It's like, oh, good, I did something I wanted to do today. And it's a feeling of, yeah, sort of satisfaction, and maybe even a little pride in yourself. The Ace of Cups is usually like it's a peak emotional experience. Sometimes it's a spiritual kind of feeling, like your cup overfloweth, a sweet moment. Sometimes we have the opportunity to enjoy the simplest things and just really see them for what they are, appreciate them. And Spirit is helping you with this. This is held out of the heavens by Spirit. So Spirit is helping you to have a moment like that today, or feel like that today. Replenished, you know, maybe even grateful. And the 10 of coins is about financial security. It's about the generations. It's a nice solid foundation that you have. And pentacles can be health or wealth or other sources of security. I tend to think this has a lot to do with family connections, sources of security there, because it's the generations card. It's the legacy card. You've got some really good things going on here. I almost think that there's a moment of just appreciation of that, because I see that in this card and I see that in this card. appreciation for what you've built too, because see, now this is the wealthy merchant who feels pretty good about what he's built. This too, you know, the pride should be taken in building security that could even help generations. So I think you're encouraged to really enjoy those things today. Yes. Those are good cards. Well, I hope you have a terrific day, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.